In 2012, the Confederation of Africa Football introduced a club licensing system that was to be followed by all clubs in CAF member countries. Its main purpose?
Club licensing is not a tool to force clubs out of business. It is a tool to help the clubs to meet certain minimum standards.
According to the CAF club's licensing regulations, the licensing procedure is as follows. The A criteria, which states that if the license applicant does not fulfill any of its requirements, then it cannot be granted a license to enter the CAF inter-clubs competitions. The B criteria, which states that if the license applicant does not fulfill any of its requirements, then it may be subject to sanctions as specified by the licensor but may still qualify to receive a license to enter the CAF inter-club competitions. Some of the crucial requirements that could see clubs being locked out of the important CAF interclub competitions such as the CAF Champions League include audited annual financial statements, a certified stadium that must be available to host club competitions, club secretariat, head coach of first squad, doctor and physiotherapist. The Football Kenya Federation effected the club licensing measures for the first time in 2016 ahead of the 2017 season, 4 years after its inception. During the workshop, FKF is likely to take notes from the regional federations that had begun implementation much earlier.
The 16 Super League clubs need to undergo the Club Pro agenda and come up with a 5-year strategic plan that they are going to follow. Now, it is until you have done that as a mandatory, then we go through the other aspects of club licensing, which are rated.
For the clubs themselves, the road to fulfilling the licensing regulations has been bumpy. For some, more than others. In January 2017, FKF relegated Sofapaka, Thika United and Muhoroni Youth from the Kenyan Premier League over failure to meet the licensing requirement. Although the decision was later reversed by the Sports Disputes Tribunal, their intent to ensure implementation was clear. As of 2018, all clubs in the KPL have fulfilled the bare minimum score of 50% to 69%, which means there's still a lot of work to be done. Many clubs are missing essential A and B criteria requirements, such as the lack of permanently owned training facilities. Another main concern is the absence of a well-structured youth development program amongst most clubs, which requires them to have at least one youth team within the age range of 15 to 21 and 10 to 14. Mukami Wambora for Citizen TV.